Hello and welcome to another episode of Favorites and Fails, where we talk you through the best and worst parts of the bikes that we've been riding. So this time around we are talking about the Harley-Davidson 48 Special. This motorcycle will cost you around $11,500. It weighs 550 pounds and it makes 62 horsepower. Now, historically, I am a performance motorcyclist. I was a road racer. I did not grow up in a Harley household. And if that's your history, boy, is it easy to hate on the specs of an American V-twin. But I spent a bunch of time on this bike and other bikes in the class recently, and truth be told, not perfect, but I was pleasantly surprised. So here's a list of the stuff that I noticed. A major favorite for the 48 Special has got to be style, right? I mean, look at the thing. Truth is, Harleys in feel and function are often pretty similar, but the line of many motorcycles allows you to choose the one that you feel like is the definitive Harley-Davidson. And for me, it's the 48 Special. It's classic in exactly the right way, and I never get sick of looking at it. Plus, this AMF paint's pretty keen. A surprising favorite for the 48 Special is size. Yes, it's a 1200cc bike that weighs 550 pounds, but the truth is, it's pretty approachable. Die-hard Harley guys are thinking, yeah, that's because the Sportster's a girl bike. And that might be the case, but I appreciate that it's narrow in the middle and that the seat is nice and low. So if you're 5'2" or 6'2", you'll still fit. A fail for this motorcycle has got to be this fuel tank. Yes, the peanut tank has a lot to do with the way the 48 looks, and it looks great. But 2.1 gallons of gas is not very much. Even if you average 45 mpg like we did when we rode this sucker around, you'll struggle to get 100 miles out of a tank. Handling is not something you'd probably expect to be good on this bike, but guess what? It is. Maybe the biggest surprise of the 48 is how agile it feels. Part of that is the low center of gravity, but part of it is that the brakes are actually pretty good, even though there's only one rotor up front, and the front end feel is pretty decent, even with that fat front tire. However, yes, there is a however. The handling is good until you lean over a little ways. And then the ground clearance stinks, which is kind of a bummer, I think, and definitely a fail of the 48 Special because it sort of betrays how light and nimble the bike actually is when you leave a gas station and take off your foot peg. And then at some point, you'll hit a bump. And when you do, you'll think, geez, what is that, like 1.6 inches of suspension travel? Yes, that's exactly how much there is, which is of course not enough. And with your legs out in front of you in this relaxed riding position, you can't put any weight on your feet, which means all of that energy goes right up through your spine. My final favorite for the 48 Special is this engine. Yeah, I know it only makes 62 horsepower and 68 foot-pounds of torque, but it is the best Harley engine, I think. The Street engine is a 60-degree liquid-cooled thing that doesn't feel like a Harley to me. The Milwaukee 8 is advanced and in many ways much better. But the sound and look and feel of a 45-degree air-cooled pushrod V-twin is exactly what Harley means. And even though it's kind of agricultural, there's nothing else like it. So that's it for Harley-Davidson's 48 Special. Overall, I really dig this bike. I forgot to talk about the blinkers. I don't know why there's a button on either side. I don't know why they would do that. We solved this. Can we get one more? Sorry, one more fail. There we go. Cool. Don't need to make a big deal about it, but the blinkers are dumb and there should be a rocker switch and a cancel switch on one side because your right hand's busy enough. That's all I'll say about it. That's really it for the 48 Special from Harley-Davidson. It is the Harley that I would buy. I do dig this bike, and thank you very much for watching. If you have questions about this bike, please leave them in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and we will see you next time.